The DeLand Genesis were flawless in capturing their second straight National Skydiving League Championship in 1999. Today, the Genesis are known by a new name, DeLand PD Blue. What's not new is their chase for a championship. This team is searching for an unprecedented three-peat. However, 6 teams from across the country hope to upset the defending champions. From the DeLand Airport, it's the year 2000 National Skydiving League Championship. The 2000 National Skydiving League Championship is brought to you by Nature Coast Eye Care Institute, high-performance eyes for high-performance people, the West Volusia Tourism Advertising Authority, SkyVenture, the virtual reality skydiving simulator in Orlando, Performance Designs, the dream of flight, Relative Workshop, skydiving is our passion, excellence is our goal, and Pondo's Restaurant, a classic dining experience. We've got a bit of a breeze here on the ground and a few clouds dot the skyline, but other than that, it's a great day for skydiving. Hi everybody, once again, I'm Sid Champagne in with you for the National Skydiving League Championship. My cohort for today's telecast is a world champion in four-way skydive competition. Her name is Dawn English, and Dawn, we have the best of the best here today for this championship.
We sure do. We have 7 regional teams from around the country, and it's shaping up to be a fantastic competition.
And here are today's teams competing for the 2000 National Skydiving League Championship. Last year they were in Missouri, now they're in Georgia. It's Nemesis. Always a lone survivor, it seems, also from Georgia, Mr. Pink. From North Carolina, it's PAH. From New York, it's Ranch Equinox. And 3 teams training in DeLand, Optic Nerve, PD Gold, and the 2-time defending national champs, known last year as Genesis, this year a name change, it's PD Blue. Let's take a look at the bracket for today's final. This a result of yesterday's preliminary round, which was points-based, and the number 1 seed, there they are, the defending champs, DeLand PD Blue.
Yeah, these guys just came off of a bronze medal at the World Cup a couple weeks ago, and they're really looking fantastic. They're going to be tough to beat.
Yesterday's preliminary round was points-based, but today's final round based on time. Why don't you explain that, Dawn?
Well, Sid, today's competition is all about speed. Each team has to complete 7 maneuvers on each jump, and they go head-to-head for 2 jumps. The team with the lowest cumulative time over those 2 jumps will progress to the semifinals.
We've got a lot of action, interviews, and highlights for you. Don't go away. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Jerry Fleming, head coach of the Tallahassee Tiger Sharks. In the game of hockey, players must have great vision. I've had serious problems with my eyes my entire life, until I met Dr. Sugar. I trusted Dr. Sugar to perform the LASIK procedure on me. My vision is now 20/15. No more sweat in my contacts. Coaching is easier. Dr. Sugar changed my life. Trust your eyes to Dr. Sugar.
Call Nature Coast Eye Care Institute for an appointment today.
And the National Skydiving League Championship just moments away from our first jump here in the quarterfinals. But first, our world champion skydiver, Dawn English, is going to take us through the maneuvers these teams have to complete before landing safely here on the ground. Dawn?
Well, Sid, in round 2 of the quarterfinals, the teams need to build the following formations. The first maneuver out the door is snowflake to offset. The teams must show the snowflake, then break into 2 pieces, spin them 270 degrees, and put them back together. Next, they must build a photon. They'll break this into 2 pieces again, spin them 360 degrees, and put them back together into another photon, followed by a snowflake. But this time, they swap partners and then put it back together for another snowflake. Lastly, the star is, of course, the finish line.
And I had a chance to see how the teams practice these maneuvers on the ground before taking to the sky. Let's take a look at that now. They call these things creepers in the skydiving business. Teams use these to practice their maneuvers on the ground. Here with me now is Scott Barlow from Ranch Equinox out of New York. And Scott, tell me, how do you use these things?
Well, we use them to simulate our moves that we're doing on our skydives. We only have a very short amount of time in the air to work with, so it's real important to us to know exactly where we have to go.
How important is it on the ground to use these things to get ready once you're in the air?
It's very important because you need to know exactly where you need to be for everyone else on the team, and this simulates it as best as you can.
Now, you use these things right before you went up for your quarterfinal jump. Tell me, what are some of the things you and the guys went over before you jumped?
We talk about sequencing of the skydive. We engineer it so that we have the quickest maneuver to each formation, and we'll go over them more than once on the ground. We'll do them several times to each formation so that everybody has a good visual mental picture so we can prepare for the skydive.
Tell me, how hard were the maneuvers you had to do in the quarterfinals?
There were some difficult ones. Specifically, the exit block is a tough maneuver.
And we'll be back with more skydiving right after this.
Have you had a meal lately that you wouldn't eat even on an airplane? Next time, come to Pondo's. For over a year, new owners, the McMullen family, have been treating Volusia County to award-winning cuisine and elegant surroundings with excellent service. So for the ultimate heights in dining pleasure, drop into Pondo's.
Dad, I wish I could fly.
Know what?
What?
We can fly it. SkyVenture. Let's go. Yay!
SkyVenture, Orlando's high-energy vertical wind tunnel where flying is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Learn the correct body position and hand signals from professional instructors. Suit up in all the gear you need. No parachutes, no jumping, no experience necessary. Soar like a bird on a column of air. Thrills and fun for all ages. Experience SkyVenture today, located International Drive on Visitor Circle across from Wet n Wild.
I'm Dr. Joel Sugar in Perry, Florida.
Nature Coast Eye Care Institute has a 24,000 square foot facility dedicated to eye care. Nature Coast purchased the first new Visex S3 laser in North Florida and South Georgia, the latest technology from the company whose lasers have performed more successful LASIK procedures worldwide than all other companies combined.
I would like to invite you to come to Nature Coast and see why our patients say trust your eyes to Dr. Sugar.
Call Nature Coast Eye Care Institute for an appointment today.
Welcome back to the start of the quarterfinals. We have a lot of skydiving to show you. In the quarters, it's DeLand PD Gold taking on North Carolina's PAH. We have Equinox from New York going up against Optic Nerve, and 2 Georgia teams taking on each other, Nemesis and Mr. Pink. PAH and DeLand PD Gold getting ready for their first jump of the quarterfinals. Here they go. Dawn?
Okay, we've got both teams coming out the door. PAH does not have that good of an exit, and that definitely costs them some time. Gold takes the lead on them. If Gold can hold on to the lead, that should do it for them. But it looks like Gold might be slowing down a little bit here. We're going to have to see how this works out. Ooh, Gold's vertical problem there definitely cost them some time. This is going to come down to the wire, and it did.
17.7 for PAH, 18.3 for DeLand PD Gold.